It's been over a week since the arrest of music mogul and rapper Sean Diddy Combs on numerous federal charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. Yet, the questions surrounding these allegations seem to be growing by the day. What did Combs' celebrity friends know about these alleged wild parties? Were his former partners, like Jennifer Lopez, aware of any of this? If there are recordings, what do they contain? And why does Justin Bieber's name keep coming up in discussions? Many are drawing comparisons between Combs' case and that of Jeffrey Epstein, a notorious sex offender. With vast amounts of money, influential connections, and a culture of celebrity secrecy, this case has all the elements that tend to fuel conspiracy theories. As rumors swirl, amateur investigators on the internet are combing through old videos, interviews, and images involving Diddy and his famous circle in search of answers. Meanwhile, the accusations against Combs continue to mount. Following several civil lawsuits filed last year, another woman came forward in late September, filing a 26-page civil suit accusing Combs and his bodyguard of raping her multiple times at his Bad Boy recording studio in 2001, and allegedly filming the assault. After a public call for other potential victims, more than 3,000 people responded. On October 1st, attorneys announced plans to file an additional 120 civil lawsuits against Combs and several associates in New York, Los Angeles, and Miami in the coming weeks. As court documents emerge, they are expected to reveal new allegations against Combs, shedding light on previously unknown claims that stretch back decades. The scale of these cases, along with the involvement of co-defendants and accusations that Combs leveraged his entertainment empire to exploit victims, could make this one of the most significant #Me Too moments in the music industry. Through his legal team, Diddy has consistently denied the civil accusations, dismissing them as disgusting fabrications from individuals seeking financial gain. He has also entered a not guilty plea in the criminal case and is currently being held in a Brooklyn jail after being denied bail twice. His attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has vowed that Diddy will fight these charges with everything he has, and during a recent hearing, argued that the so-called wild parties, where prosecutors allege sex workers and coerced women were involved, were consensual, though unconventional. Is it sex trafficking? Agnifilo questioned. Not if everyone involved is willing. With so many high-profile figures involved, a complex mix of civil and criminal cases, and rampant misinformation circulating, we're addressing some of the most frequently asked questions surrounding Diddy's case, based on what we currently know, of course. Sean Diddy Combs is currently facing two types of legal battles. One criminal case brought by the federal government and several civil lawsuits from individuals, each addressing different accusations. The criminal case, which led to Combs' arrest, involves serious charges. The government alleges that Combs used his business empire to engage in illegal activities, including sex trafficking and kidnapping, and then leveraged his influence to intimidate victims and cover up the crimes. Central to the case are allegations that Combs organized events with women and sex workers, transporting them to these gatherings and recording the encounters as a way to silence the participants. These actions, according to prosecutors, were facilitated by his business organization and employees, leading to the charge of racketeering conspiracy, a severe charge typically reserved for organized crime leaders that could result in a significant prison sentence. Interestingly, it was a series of civil cases that opened the door to these criminal allegations. In November 2023, Combs' ex-girlfriend, singer Cassandra Ventura, filed a groundbreaking lawsuit revealing multiple allegations against him, including claims that he forced her to participate in events with sex workers. Although her civil case was settled within a day, her accusations are believed to form the backbone of the federal criminal case. Following Cassie's lawsuit, 4 additional civil cases were filed. 3 women accused Combs of raping them, sometimes after drugging them, while a male music producer claimed he was groomed by Diddy and coerced into hiring sex workers for sexual encounters. After Combs' arrest, a group of lawyers, including Tony Busby and Andrew Van Arsdale, issued a call for other potential victims. They have since announced plans to file 120 more civil lawsuits in the coming weeks. Sean Diddy Combs wielded enormous power, not just in the music world, but across American culture. He was one of the pioneers in merging hip-hop with high-end business and luxury. His fashion brand, Sean John, launched in 1998, became synonymous with upscale menswear. Beyond fashion, Combs promoted premium vodka and tequila brands and famously threw exclusive white parties in the Hamptons, drawing A-list celebrities like Martha Stewart, Sarah Jessica Parker, Matthew Broderick, and Jay-Z. Speaking out about sexual assault is always challenging, but it's even harder when the accused is a wealthy, well-connected figure who can potentially influence careers. In Combs's case, the accusations go beyond individual acts. He's accused of running a vast criminal enterprise that allegedly used blackmail, threats of violence, and even firearms to intimidate victims into silence. The weight of his influence and the fear of retaliation would have made it nearly impossible for victims to come forward. Several of the accusers, along with the criminal indictment, claim that Diddy recorded the alleged sexual assaults and interactions with sex workers on tape. One accuser recently stated that a recording of her assault was sold and viewed by multiple men. According to these accusers, the purpose of these tapes was to keep them silent. During court proceedings, prosecutors shared a chilling statement from one of the victims, who said, "He threatened me with the sex tapes he has on 2 phones. He told me he would expose me, and these are tapes where I am clearly heavily drugged." One of the more unusual details in the Combs indictment involves authorities seizing over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant during searches of his Miami and Los Angeles homes earlier this year. According to prosecutors, the oil was used for the events Combs is accused of orchestrating. In her lawsuit, Cassie Ventura also claimed that she was instructed to pour excessive amounts of oil on herself during these gatherings. While owning baby oil isn't illegal, the focus on this detail seems minor compared to the serious and violent accusations against Combs. However, in high-profile cases like this, prosecutors often include shocking details that grab public attention, and the mention of baby oil certainly achieved that. It's worth noting that, so far, no other individuals, whether celebrities or not, have been indicted alongside Combs in the criminal case. The civil lawsuits filed to date have only named Combs and, in some instances, his employees. However, with the October 1st announcement of 120 additional civil lawsuits, lawyers hinted that these cases would involve multiple co-defendants. According to the Washington Post, the legal team suggested that the co-defendants could include members of Combs's family, record labels, event venues, and his associates, with the possibility of some household names being involved. While this raises speculation, it's important to tread carefully. Trying to uncover who knew what and when often leads to rumors and misinformation. For example, a viral song about a Diddy party, allegedly linked to Justin Bieber, was later revealed by experts to have likely been created by AI. Some high-profile individuals who attended Combs's famed white parties have already publicly distanced themselves from the accusations. Rather than diving into conspiracy theories, it's best to wait for the legal process to unfold. Jumping to conclusions only serves to heighten the pain of the victims. In the weeks leading up to Cassie Ventura's lawsuit being made public last November, Diddy was in the spotlight for several high-profile actions. He donated $1 million to Howard University, performed at the VMAs where he received a Global Icon Award, and celebrated his birthday in London with notable guests like Naomi Campbell and Idris Elba. Since then, much of that glamour has faded, including his once thriving business empire. Diageo, the beverage company with which Combs had partnered for vodka and tequila, swiftly removed his image from its website and severed ties following a lawsuit settlement earlier this January. Capital Preparatory Schools, a charter network in New York that Combs had helped expand, issued a statement last fall announcing the end of their association with him, although the statement was later taken down. Additionally, Combs stepped down as chair of Revolt, the TV network he co-founded in 2013, and officially sold his stake in the company this summer. The website for Sean John was reportedly taken offline, according to the Daily Beast. New York Magazine also reported that Diddy lost his designated Sean Diddy Combs Day in Miami, returned his key to New York City, and had his upcoming Hulu show put on hold. As for his alma mater, Howard University returned the $1 million donation. While there's no certainty that Combs's case will proceed to trial or that he will be convicted if it does, predicting the outcome remains difficult. The Department of Justice has provided a list of the charges against him, detailing the potential implications of a conviction. Notably, the maximum sentences vary significantly. A charge for transportation for prostitution could lead to a sentence of up to 10 years, while the racketeering conspiracy charge could expose Combs to life in prison. Update, October 1st, 4:30 p.m. This article was initially published on September 26th and has since been updated to include the filing of an additional 120 civil lawsuits against Combs and several co-defendants. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure to hit like and subscribe button to get updated on such videos.